Bitcoin's starting to blast off. Is it too late to get into Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies? That's what I want to talk about. People will say, oh, it's too late now. I should have bought X, Y, Z points, whatever. What's up? I'm Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Why do I have any credibility? Well, I've been researching crypto full time for, 8 years. I don't know, pull the stats. It's been a long time, and here on the channel we got over 500,000 subscribers. I hope that you join them. Let's break it down, because I'm getting a lot of questions from friends, family, and longtime viewers. Is it too late? What is it not too late on? It's absolutely not too late. Not even close. Look at Michael Saylor. He basically buys every single local top with MicroStrategy. Dude literally has like the short-term history worst buys, and yet he's up over like $10 billion. They're gonna make movies about him. And that's because it's essentially buying consistently over time. And as long as, even if you buy the top, if there's a new all-time high, you'll be up. We've entered a bull run. There's no disputing it anymore. We're in a bull run. Generally speaking, in the bull run, like, you're not going to get an opportunity to say buy Bitcoin for $5,000, $20,000. Maybe we'll see a dip that's a whopping 20,000. Okay, then Bitcoin's still at 60 something thousand dollars, if not nearly $70,000. So do I think it's too late for Bitcoin even right now? No. I do think once we go from parabolic bull run to the absolute cold grip of a bear market, we may be under that. There are some lagging assets that I think will outperform Bitcoin from a percentage point of view in the short term that are entirely still basically Bitcoin products, like Bitcoin ETFs, Bitcoin mining stocks, and other Bitcoin related companies and exposure. Disclosure, I have Bitcoin mining stocks like Cypher, Wolf. I even have the Bitcoin mining ETF, WGMI. I've got numerous Bitcoin ETFs like IBIT. I even have the ETH ETF, ETHA. And why do I have those instead of just more coin? Well, I have the coins too, but I viewed it as an easy way to diversify my exposure. I think some of these will outperform percentage-wise, which is actually why late in the game I've added a lot of ETF exposure. Furthermore, it's been an easy and great way to turn dollars into more positions, right? And as much as I'm a proponent of self-custody, if you're afraid of that, things like an ETF are a great way to get exposure without having to self-custody the coin. If you do own Bitcoin, you better self-custody it though. That means putting it into your own wallet and all that. Recently, we watched Doge rocket from around like 7-8 cents to 20 cents. And everyone's like, oh, it's pumping. And oh, it's too late to get in now. And then it doubles again. Doge is around 40 cents. And that's a really good example of what it's like in a bull run. We have a huge trajectory upwards.
Want Bitcoin and crypto assets but don't want to mine them? There are lots of crypto exchanges out there for trading. Check out today's video sponsor, Margex, which is a crypto exchange where you can trade Bitcoin and lots of other cryptocurrencies using leverage without any KYC or VPN. Right now they have a special where you can get a $50 bonus if you sign up using our link, and an additional $50 if you deposit $100. Once you make a deposit, use code VoskCoin to get an additional 20% bonus on deposits. Make sure you research and understand the risks of leverage trading before participating. This is not financial advice.
Elon Musk is a massive proponent of Dogecoin, among others. It's a fun meme coin. It's mined, which adds a lot of just value to it. It has a tangible production value, right? You turn electricity into Dogecoin. That's why Doge is the real deal. And Shiba Inu, the SHIB token, is an absolute rip with huge lacking fundamentals in comparison. And all the other tokens are made out of thin air. Whereas Doge, some of it's made on the VoskCoin mining farm, which I'm very proud of. The point being, I think it's up from here on that. And obviously, the percentage returns on these major cryptocurrencies is going to continue to decrease, right? Are we going to see a 10x on Bitcoin in this cycle? I don't think so, right? It's over $80,000. That would be a nearly $1 million coin. Maybe in our lifetime, sure. But so we're looking at percentages, we're looking at possibilities, and what am I really trying to do here? Do I want to take a chunk of money and kind of throw it at somewhere conservative that maybe it'll lose half its value or maybe it'll 3x, right? I'm looking at the major things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so forth. Really, if you want to talk about Ethereum though, it's very much underperforming comparatively with Bitcoin. And a lot of crypto guys have a lot of gripes with Ethereum, especially the mining community. I get that and understand that. I feel similar. But the fact of the matter is now that the US government is changing their stance on being basically literally anti-ETH, anti-DeFi, to being pro-ETH, pro-DeFi, it completely changes the landscape and absolutely sets the scene for a new all-time high. So no, I don't think it's too late on that either, and I don't think it's too late overall. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies that are kind of going sideways. And insert some of your favorite meme coins. Granted, meme coins in general are continuing to be a pretty good performer if they really break out from that initial period. A lot of layer 2 tokens, that's a very congested sector now. Those aren't doing too well, but some are trending upwards. Like, for example, I noticed Starknet is finally getting some good positive price movement. It's going to be interesting to see if the performers from the previous cycle, like Optimism and Arbitrum, can either do really well or if they're absolutely completely old news. And will these projects that have had an airdrop be able to generate a lot of interest and momentum still? For example, again, like Starknet or even like ZK Sync. I was smart enough to take profit on my ZK Sync, and that was a great lucrative airdrop. I was dumb enough to hold my Starknet thinking that greener days were in the future, and it has lost like all of its value. So I'll just continue to let that one ride and we'll see if it pays off, and I guess at least I'll have long-term gains. But the point here is not really about specific cryptocurrencies here. It's more so about the market sentiment and direction, right? So retail is not back yet. Looking at YouTube channels, ours and many others, the views are not high. They're not even close to all-time highs. We're having our best week in the last 90 days, but barely. The point here being, retail is not back, and retail brings a lot of interest, it brings a lot of marketing, and it brings a lot of inflow. Most of the buying we've seen and continue to see are whales, major players, all of the cryptocurrency degens that are forward thinking and believe that this would all make a triumphant return, which it has begun doing, as well as, well, it's crazy to say, not just institutions, but also literally governments. Bitcoin in a way is becoming an asset of the thing that it was meant to disrupt and liberate us from. That's a separate issue, but it's really crazy to see. As it stands, I continue to DCA into Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and many other cryptocurrencies every single day. I've DCA'd into Bitcoin for many years and many of these other coins for, again, many years. I've been holding my positions for quite a while. And personally, I'm not here to take profits after we finally get a couple green candles. I'm looking long term. I'm looking for all-time highs across the board. Understand, right, if you're newer to this, in the last cryptocurrency bull run, every single half decent coin hit an all-time high at some point, right? Even the zero marketing, lackluster Litecoin. Look, I like Litecoin from a user point of view, but there's no flashy marketing on it, right? And I'm not saying that's necessarily the best thing, but the bottom line is all of these meme coins are going to go ridiculous with marketing. It's going to be what you see on Times Square. It's going to be what you see trying to sponsor the next football stadium. It's going to be what you see doing outlandish things, right? And it's going to get attention, and it's going to generate some momentum with that. Marketing does equal return. How much? Well, that depends on the success of the marketing campaign, obviously. TLDR, I'm still bullish as fuck. I hope you are too. But as always, it's not financial advice. When I start selling coins, I'm gonna let you know right here on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I hope you subscribe and stick around with me until that moment. And if I sell too early or too late, we'll talk about that. I've been through this before. I do not know everything, but I am here chasing financial freedom, not a quick 2, 3, 4x. That ain't enough for me. I don't want to sound greedy, but I am absolutely bold. But I know someone way cooler than me. That's gonna be Tails. We run 10 seconds of Tails on every video. She's our resident Shiba Inu Doge here. on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I had her before I got into crypto, before I had any Dogecoin, not some clout chasing loser. Don't get a Shiba Inu unless you're an incredible dog dad or dog mom. They are a highly engaged and intelligent breed, and they need to be treated more like a kid than they do some hobby pet. And that's my dad advice for the day. I'll see you later.